Hi there, I'm Mila Sipka, and this is the Apatros Review. When my home country of Australia made its greatest contribution to the science fiction action genre in 1981, with the release of the awesome post-apocalyptic flick Mad Max 2, known in some places as The Road Warrior, no one made as much effort to knock that film off as the Italians did. Italian exploitation cinema produced a whole heap of what I would like to term Mad Mario movies during the whole run of the 1980s. Trouble was, the late 80s stuff was not nearly as entertaining as the early 80s stuff was. Urban Warriors was one of the late 80s Mad Marios. Issued in 1987, in fact it premiered in Italy theatrically on the 30th of December 1987. And 1987 was the point at which the Italian exploitation market began its process of collapse, thanks to the beginning of the direct-to-video market. And it was the last film of director Giuseppe Vari, billed here as Joseph Warren. Portions of the film were actually stock footage taken from 1984 Mad Mario called The Final Executioner, and this film's editor, Vannio Amici, made his own swan song a couple years later with the combination Mad Mario Synthetica, The Bronx Executioner, which also used a great deal of stock footage. Both The Bronx Executioner and Urban Warriors were picked up for the US distribution by Canon Films, as part of a 4-tile direct-to-video VHS distribution package called the Action Adventure Theater, which all had introductions hosted by actor Michael Dudikoff, who tried to pass himself off as an average bloke by wearing a denim shirt. 1980s. Now, Urban Warriors was, like I said, was directed by Giuseppe Vari. It was written by Piero Ragnoli and produced by Pino Borrici. Sergio Rubini did the cinematography, and Paolo Rasticelli did the music. Edited by Vannio Amici and Giuseppe Vari. Anywho, now for the story. Oh, by the way, the actors in this are Bruno Bellotta, who is billed here as Carl Langen, Alex Vital, and Melissa Longo from Raw Robots, and Bjorn Hammer. Now for the story. A trio of military scientists find themselves trapped in the underground bunker when World War III kicks off, mankind being truly fucked up the ass. In the 8 hours that it takes for the scientists to escape their bunker by hanging up the emergency stairs and through a half-collapsed tunnel, society has also fucked itself up the ass. With a social order being completely destroyed in only 8 hours, and half the survivors turned into mutants who need a constant dose of vitamin D to stay alive, stay active. Vitamin D is actually caused when human skin is exposed to sunlight, meaning they're temporarily shut down when night falls. These mutants have also figured out they need to feed in human spinal marrow. How in the freaking head did they figure that one out? To survive, and have taken upon themselves to hunt down every normal survivor and rip their spines out to turn into a post-apocalyptic Happy Meal. As for our three scientists, 2 of them killed by the mutants in short order, leaving only one to survive and find a way to wipe out these mutants. You can tell that the Italian exploitation movies were running out of steam by the time Urban Warriors came out, with the action scenes consisting of some halfway passable stunt work, but the car chases here were distinctly low effort. The film also has a very threadbare look to it that hurts the film's credibility a lot, and also cramps the action by a significant factor. However, while this film has something of a bad reputation amongst fans of Italian exploitation, it is not a completely worthless film. Sure, the 8-hour nuclear war is something too quick to completely destroy society, but at least this makes the story somewhat efficient. Not really having any sort of unnecessary padding, Urban Warriors moves along at a decent clip, and he does even a not completely out of nowhere sex scene to keep things interesting. Actor Bruno Bellotta, as I said, was billed here as Carl Langen, makes for a decent hero, combining brains and brawn in a tough package. His nemesis is played by Alex Vital, who also appeared in the hero's role in The Bronx Execution as the good replicant Dakar, here acting out his role of good man menace. While Urban Warriors isn't exactly what I would call a good film, it is somewhat interesting to see how the Italian Mad Mario films kept on going to the bitter end. Now for gore nudity. No gore scene here, aside from the severed head of one scientist left behind as a grisly warning to the other scientists, but there is some decent nudity here as Melissa Longo, yes, the actress who played the Empress Lois in the double-dealing foreign Empress, in the infamously bad Italian Star Wars knockoff The War of the Robots, spends at least a couple of minutes completely nude. You see everything. As she takes a bath and has sex with our hero Carl Langen, before Dakar busts in and breaks her neck. Despite being nearly a decade between this and War of the Robots, Longo still looks pretty nice. Now, my archive copy was derived from a rip of the American VHS tape that I sourced from the Internet Archive, God bless those guys, which had the hilarious Michael Dudikoff intro in the film. Whoever ripped the tape left out the trails that preceded the film, one of which was the Van Damme classic Cyborg. Now, I've not heard of Urban Warriors seeing any sort of DVD release, making this film somewhat hard to find if you're looking to physical media releases. I'll give Urban Warriors a D+, 3 out of 10. It's disappointing. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, comments, or associated trivia for this review subject, leave in the comments. I'll be happy to respond. Hope you guys are staying safe, take it easy, and see you.